Welcome, everyone, to another episode of What Exit Jersey Stories. We're back!
We are back, exactly. And I've got this cat is just driving me crazy. But go ahead.
I'm Nick Franco, and with me as always,
Pete Riario.
Yeah, and the cat's name?
Oh, Polly.
Polly, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Pollywana Catker. Okay.
Yeah. She likes to perch on people's shoulders, so that's why. Our friend named.
Okay, so it's not after the Nirvana song, right?
No, it is not. That'd be something else.
That'd be disturbing.
Exactly. I'd like you to meet Teen Spirit.
So how have you been, Pete? Since
Good.
Last night, I saw Pete's band last night.
Yeah,
you
did. That's why my voice is a little hoarse today, actually.
No, I got you.
Yeah.
Understandably so. You did what? Three. It
was only it was just Friday night and Saturday night, but I don't think whatever it was. I'd been Saturday morning. I just didn't get like a lot of sleep, so I was working off of that. That's why I think I may have exerted myself just a little bit, but it's fine.
Right. Well, and last night you did what, 3 sets or?
Yeah, 3 sets. Right, exactly. Yeah, 3 hours. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It sure is.
It's like you're Bruce in training. Playing for 3 hours.
Yep, I know. Right, exactly. Those guys are pros.
Got to give the the countdown. By the way, loved Mike's countdown. Asked Teresa about it.
Oh my God! You have to understand. He was even coached about it. Like, I told him it's rapid fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is Mike. Like, 1, 2. I mean, I don't know what's going on there.
That was great. That was great.
Like drunken people counting down, New Year's, even to New Year's Day, where they're off by like 5 seconds on the clock, in the crowd. Like, 10, and the clock's reading 5, Yeah.
But it was a good time, and thank you guys for the invite up there.
Oh, it was so nice. Like I said, seeing you out there in the crowd. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, had a good time.
To update people on on the pod. Yeah. So, sorry we were not around much for July. It was a little.
It's the
crazy.
Summer. It's okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we'll take it as everyone was down the shore anyway. So.
Yeah.
But it's August and we're back. Just to also update people on some local Jersey happenings. Did you know that the Hall of Fame is set to break ground at the American Dream Mall, the New Jersey Hall of Fame?
Oh,
it's still a work in progress.
I did not know about this.
No, I didn't know either, but apparently there's some new inductees, such as like Chelsea Handler and Max Weinberg.
Oh, okay.
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea Handler and Max Weinberg. They're set to join the ranks of people such as Bruce and Thomas Edison and Harriet Tubman.
Harriet Tubman.
They've been in the Jersey Hall of Fame since the beginning.
I don't know. For some reason, I thought that it was another state that she was from, but no.
Well, no. Here's the thing: the person may not necessarily originate from Jersey,
but they lived here.
But at some point they lived here and or made a significant impact here.
Okay, gotcha.
And a good portion of actually the Underground Railroad was came through Jersey.
Yes, I think we did. Didn't we do part of like an episode on that?
No. You know what? We talked about one of the places that was, I believe, part of it that was dubbed a historical landmark.
Okay, that might be what I'm thinking about.
I think that's what it is. But But yeah, so New Jersey Hall of Fame, as all things with the American Dream Mall, kind of delayed, but apparently the plan for it sounds interesting though. It's supposed to be um, like a 10,000 square foot interactive entertainment and learning center. That's
Oh,
that's the hype for it.
okay. That Nickelodeon land is still there, right?
Yeah, this will be right by Nickelodeon Land. So after visiting SpongeBob and learning about the pineapple under the sea, you get to learn about like historical people in New Jersey.
They should have like Game of Thrones land next to Nickelodeon land for the adults in American Dream Mall, where you can self-immolate and they pour like burning hot wax on you. Spoiler alert, season 1. Anyway.
Oh God.
Like the
Nice.
kids go to Nickelodeon, right? You go next door to Game of Thrones land. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't even want to know all the things that would be
It's
part
gonna
of
go on
that.
yeah.
But
s'mores with the dragons, that kind of thing.
Oops, he missed.
Yeah, right. Wheel them out.
Nice.
Mm.
But
No, yeah, that American Dream Mall, right?
yeah, so just like remember how the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for years didn't have a physical presence?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the same with the New Jersey Hall of Fame that they don't really have a physical presence like the big hall yet, but yeah, the plan is to be at American Dream Mall sometime in the future, and hopefully the American Dream Mall will still be there when they're ready.
I think they just defaulted on. I forgot how much of their was a loan, I believe, but it was a lot of money.
There's multiple things going on. There was, they paid a bunch on their loan, but they're still like millions behind.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And they have yet to pay some of the pilot payments. Do you know what pilot payments are? No, this is not something Pat Ober gets.
No, it's not like
our friend Pat was on our what's the theme park? Action Park episode. Traction Park episode.
Traction Park. But I don't know what that is. I mean, like it's a pilot program. Is that what you said? Like a
yes. It's okay.
There's kind of introductory program, or I don't know.
No, what it is I don't know if this is also a thing in other states, but in Jersey, one of the things that is done is to entice places to build in a particular city. Mm-hmm. What they might do is they set up a payment plan in lieu of taxes.
Okay.
So like a place could say, it's like, well, we're going to pay you this much bulk payment in lieu of us paying taxes for the first X number of years.
Mm.
Yeah, so that's the pilot program.
Okay.
And it's been used many different times. I know a lot of it, I believe, is here in my hometown with all the new real estate popping up, the new condos. So, yeah, what they do to the developers and say, oh, okay, yeah, pay us this for the first number of years, instead of the regular tax.
Right.
But anyway, let's not get into taxes. Let's get into fun things. Another thing going on, I'm sure you've heard of.
Mm-hmm.
There's a certain gentleman named Kevin Smith. Do you know of him?
Yes, I do.
Well, Kevin, did you hear of his, besides Clerks 3, being his next venture, if you want to say that, coming soon to a theater near you, Kevin is going to buy the movie theater of his childhood.
Oh.
Did you not hear about this?
I don't think I did, no.
Remember,
is he going to try and turn it into like the Alamo movie theater in Texas, where they show like indie?
Well, in a way, yeah. So Kevin actually, growing up, he wound up going to the Atlantic Highlands. What is it called? not movie dome, movie house.
Oh,
It's like the
movie house.
enter movie dome. No, yeah, the Atlantic Movie House in Atlantic Highlands. That's where you and I saw Shooting Clerks.
Yes, correct. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I remember very well. Yep. And
yeah,
then went to an after party.
correct.
Right.
So anyway, Atlantic Movie House. Kevin is buying it,
Incredible.
and he's also getting one of the apartments above it. So, being that he is doing a lot of traveling now between, he's living now in
LA.
California,
Yeah.
but he's traveling a lot back and forth to Jersey. He's got the stash, like the secret stash in Red Bank, New Jersey.
Yes.
He's got, well, I believe Ernie O'Donnell owns it, but Kevin, has events at the Smod Castle, which is is right next to
Leonardo.
Is in Leonardo, right next to the Quick Stop. Well, now a new piece will be the Atlantic Movie House, and he does want to do things like some independent films. He wants to do it's going to be called the what did he say? It's another Smod Castle Cinema. That's what it is. Smod Castle Cinema. Yeah, because I know it's under the Smod Castle banner. But yeah, Smod Castle Cinema. He'll be doing his own events. He'll be doing some independent things. He's even talking about at some point. He's also talking about doing like even comedy shows, and he's talking about doing like a movie school. If you want to learn how to make your own Jay and Silent Bob film, learn it from Silent Bob.
Wow, all great ideas. I'm really glad that he's buying that theater, though.
Yeah, So it'll be like very cool that like a piece of his history he's now going to be a big part of. Being the owner.
Yes, right.
So they'll still do some regular cinema as well. But he wants it more for, I think, some of these other special events, indie showings, and whenever he has one of his tours, and that now he has his own cinema to show it at.
Yeah, that's exciting. We definitely have to take a trip down there.
Oh yeah,
for whatever event that would appeal to us.
Yeah, I think I've been to that theater 3 or 4 times now. The Atlantic Highlands, the Atlantic Movie House. You were only there the one time?
Just once. That's it. Yep, for that Shooting Clerks premiere.
But it is more that like older style, like kind of like. And from what I understand, he's not gonna be changing around, much of the, the structure itself. But like he'll have some other decor, such as I guess things from his his films and anything else that might be showing there. So
yeah,
it's it's also he said it might also be a good music venue as well, because I think it has like 250 seats if I'm not mistaken.
Oh. Yeah, you get like a small I mean, look, a place like the Mercury Lounge hosts some semi large acts, and they can only fit about like 500 people. So
right, yeah. So
dude, and of that.
And plus, it's a nice little thing, like where it's located. It's right there by the water. Truthfully, just go down the street, and you can. I forget the name of that place. The Dock, I think it is, or something like that. It's like a restaurant pub. Down the street and on the water, and and some of the other things that that are part of the Highlands experience, like the Twin Lights are, I think, not far from there. So yeah, it'll be a very cool experience for moviegoers in the future.
I think that's where we went right after that premiere, the Twin Lights.
No. We were talking. We went to that place across the street. I forget
Lantern
the name.
or something. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah,
Gaslight.
Gaslight. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that one's closed though, unfortunately.
Oh well.
but I know the place basically down the street, same side. Well, I forget what the name is, but this is where I went. Basically, it's around the first place I saw KP Burke, actually, from American Loser podcast.
Right.
And and I saw the roast of Brian O'Halloran over there.
He was with us at that after party at Gaslight.
O'Halloran. Oh yeah. Brian was there. Ernie O'Donnell was there.
Ernie O'Donnell, right? Yep, was the other one.
Like a bunch of them were there.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, this will be very cool. But today I have some other things to talk to you about, Pete.
Oh, please go on. I'm riveted.
Okay. Well, what is the nickname of New Jersey?
Garden State.
Yes.
Oh, I know where we're going with this. Yeah.
Yes, the Garden State. And, like in a garden, you may find, fruits and veggies, right?
Yes, correct.
Well, today we're going to talk a little, we're talk a little fruit action, but maybe not in the ways, people think.
I thought you were going to talk about like the 90-degree weather here that has burned my lawn to a crisp.
Yeah, I was going to say, many gardens are not thriving as well as they normally do in our state, and most other places in the United States. As I think it's like that Twilight Zone episode. Remember the one where the Earth is getting closer to the sun?
Yes.
But it turns out the girl has a fever, and the Earth is like going away from the sun, and everything is like freezing.
Right. Yeah. It's a good episode too.
Oh no, great episode.
Yeah.
Twilight Zone, one of the best written shows of
absolutely.
all time. But talking fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Blueberries.
Yes, blueberries are actually a key New Jersey fruit. That's actually our state fruit as of 2004.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk blueberries first. And just got to get to my page here. And, Jersey blueberries are, a huge, basically a huge thing. We're not the number one producer anymore in the United States, unfortunately. But the actual history of commercial blueberries starts in New Jersey.
Oh, I did not know this.
Yeah. Well, specifically South Jersey in the Pine Barrens in a town called Hamilton, which is basically dubbed itself the blueberry capital of the world. It has the most ideal conditions for growing blueberries. And did you know that blueberries are one of the only indigenous fruits to North America? Everything else was like not everything else, but most everything else was brought over here from other lands and planted. But blueberries are actually one of the indigenous fruits for North America. But they need very sandy, acidic oil, which actually is very well available in the Pine Barrens, and a lot of clean water, which also the Pine Barrens produces.
That makes sense to me. Oh, but I thought New Jersey was a toxic waste dump.
Yeah. It's like, okay, people stay away from the turnpike around Newark Airport and Elizabeth. Okay, if that's your if that's your vision of New Jersey,
like
yes,
5% of the state.
we're more than that.
Absolutely right.
Of course, part of that is shown on the beginning of Remember Sopranos.
Yeah, I know.
Driving up the turnpike. It's like, we're a bunch of we're a state of shipping containers and
chimneys.
Chimneys of smoke, and it's like, no.
Yeah, thanks for perpetuating that complete nonsense.
But there's a person that we have to thank for the actual blueberry, commercial business, like that actually blueberries became such a hot commodity.
Blueberry?
Yes, yes, yeah. Without New Jersey, the ghosts would not have the blueberries needed to make blueberry.
If you get that, if you
You
get
would have
that,
a lot of sad ghosts.
if you could find that General Mills cereal Blueberry, it's in the top right. It's very small, but it says with genuine New Jersey blueberries. You just got to look real closely.
might have to use like steam from the kettle or something or other. It's like
an invisible ink pen we used to play with when we were kids with the orange marker.
Yep.
Oh, what kids will never know the pleasure of that if they're too embedded in their
cell phone. No. But here's the person we have to thank.
Who's that?
Elizabeth Coleman White.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of this woman?
The name sounds familiar, and I'm sure I've come across it perhaps once in some bar trivia or something. I don't know, but no, I've not.
No. Okay. Well, she was born in New Lisbon in 1871.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a farm called Whitesbog down in the Pine Barrens.
Mm-hmm.
So she would go with her father down, to Whitesbog and help, wherever needed, like, overseeing the fields and such, and helping some of the workers. But she was encouraged by her father to actually take over the business. Her big thing, though, what she liked to study was botany and biology.
Oh, okay.
So here's the thing. In as she became an adult, she worked with Dr. Frederick Coville to cultivate the first highbush blueberry plant. Have you ever heard of that term, highbush?
No, I have not.
Okay. Well, apparently the highbush plant is the most prevalent commercial blueberry type of plant, because before it used to be a wild crop, just amongst, it was very low to the ground, which are called low bush, and it had very, very small berries. So, and it was very difficult to grow. So they created what was called the highbush blueberry plant. They started working in 1911, and they had their first viable crop in 1916 of highbush blueberries. So they actually are blueberries that, the bush actually comes up more and produces larger berries.
Mm.
So by 1916, they had their first viable crop, and by 1922, they actually started the first commercial sale of blueberries.
Oh, wow. That's an interesting story.
Yeah, it's like, you would think blueberries, like, oh, it's just like common thing, and everyone just started picking them, and everyone had them. Apparently not, because they were more wild, low to the ground, small, really not as usable in that form, that small form. So what happened is they enjoyed the taste when they did taste the low bush ones, but it's like it would work better if it was off the ground and it could grow more. So the high bush blueberry plants were basically created by these two.
Huh.
So people around the world probably don't even realize how much like the blueberry that we all enjoy everywhere really started in the Pine Barrens.
Right, like how embedded it is in New Jersey history.
Yeah, exactly.
I would never have guessed that. I would have thought like New Hampshire or something, a little more New Englandy.
Well, the other places that are big in blueberries now, because like I said, we're not the number one anymore.
Okay.
The other 4 states that are in the top 5 are Michigan, Washington, Georgia, and Oregon. Those are our blueberry competitors, but I guess they also have good conditions to grow the blueberries as well.
Oh, interesting.
But they wouldn't have known it without Elizabeth White and Dr. Coville.
Dr. Coville?
Yeah,
Oh,
wait, I did say the name, right?
yeah. No, no, no.
Why do you know Dr. Coville?
Dr. Coville is my primary care physician. No, I'm kidding.
Ask him about his blueberries.
I will. I knew I smelled like blueberry pie wafting in from the waiting room, you know?
You know what it's like? It's like the the sticker that you put on your car. It's like, ask me about my grandkids, ask me about my
Yeah.
children. It's like, ask me about my blueberries.
Ask me about my blueberries. Too funny.
Oh, or like actually, he has like one of those stickers, but it's like a blueberry with a stethoscope and like the metal thing, like like doctors wear on the head, like the mirror thing.
Are there any? Do you know what there are? Are there any pests for blueberries like that they have to spray them? I would imagine.
Yeah, there's got to be something that probably preys on
Infiltrates.
the blueberry, or
Yeah.
like I'm sure number one, birds eat lots of like berries,
right?
But as far as like a particular bug or something like insect that like ruins blueberry crops, I'm not aware of what would be the biggest thing.
Like I was looking at the common blueberry pests, and none of these insects I don't think are that we've seen any kind of influx into Jersey, like Japanese beetles, cherry fruit worms, blueberry gall midges. Sorry. I mean, do you have root weevils? Have you heard any of these stink bugs? I think yes, we do have
stink bugs. Right? We do have,
right. And now the lantern flies, which I'm ready to napalm all of New Jersey just to get rid of them.
Now, have you actually run into the spotted lantern fly?
Oh God, yes, over here, like more than several times. I'm not going to say it's not an infestation. It's not, I would say, common, but at least 3 to 4 times since the beginning of summer.
Yeah, it's making its way around. They may look cool.
Yeah, right. They look kind of like a ladybug, but
sort of. But yeah, they're actually an invasive species.
Yes.
So for all of those that like the spotted lanternfly, if you want to put one in a jar or something for yourself, yeah, cool. But yeah, the rest of them, unfortunately, like the actual the actual rule out there is to destroy.
Yes. That is
destroy
the rule,
all lanternflies. It's like it's like one of those like Toho films, like destroy all monsters, destroy all lanternflies.
I was on one of the New Jersey Reddit sub forum, and there was a whole thing about like these lantern bugs, and the guy's like you just the guy says like fill a spray bottle up with like Palmolive dishwashing liquid.
Oh yeah, I heard, yeah.
And the other part, and spray them, and he goes and it drowns them. And then this other post is like, yeah, my nephew was out in the backyard, smashed them with a baseball bat. Like, I'm just picturing this, petulant 8-year-old just like, whacking these lanternfly skulls in against his backyard oak tree. Like,
batter up.
That kid's gonna be a Louisville Slugger someday. Or something worse.
So some kids do the Pee-wee baseball. Some kids hit spotted lanternflies. That's the other.
Have, like, New Jersey should have like this late night infomercial, like with his dad. His dad's like, "Hi, my nephew Harry." He goes, "Do you hate lantern bugs as much as he does?" And they show a video of him in the back, like just slamming them. Because
I'll ask our former guest Todd Frazier, like if like Frazier baseball will be incorporating the lanternfly smash as part of baseball training.
Opening day, exactly right. Everybody gets a little mini bat and can just rummage the grounds for them. Yeah. Oh man.
No, but yeah, like as far as the bluebirds, if you're actually interested in blueberries, and picking not flesh blueberries, that would be disgusting, but fresh blueberries, or finding out some of the history, the Whites Bog Preservation Trust runs the Whites Bog Historic Village in the Pine Barrens, and they have a blueberry festival every year that runs through the summer. They have homemade goods, made from blueberry, and and other crafts. They have hikes through the area, educational programs, concerts, bonfires, and more. And I'm sure they probably have a ritualistic lantern fly smash. That will be part of the program soon.
That's funny.
So, for all those interested, go to whitesbog.org for more
and
info.
near me in Chester, New Jersey, Alstead Farms, they have like blueberry picking, which I've never done that, but
I've never done as well, but I hear it's great.
I can imagine, and Alstead Farms is beautiful. They actually have like a little mini farm with their animals outside, goats and the like.
A mini farm, like everything's like miniature horses, miniature goats,
and
miniature
and there's a restaurant,
miniature farmers.
There's a restaurant attached called Farm to Table.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, they kill the animals. Just kidding.
Oh God.
Wheel them right in a la carte. Anyway.
Oh, you liked Bessie back there.
That's why they heard the children out after 6:00, for the dinner crowd. Anyway, no, but no, blueberry picking. Like I said, I've never done it. Then I think you can do like peaches. Have you ever done that? Like apple picking, I've done once.
Apple picking, I've done, and of course, the other thing, pumpkins. Like in the season. But yeah, I think those are mainly the only things that I've done.
Yes, but, same. Yeah, just apple picking. That's it.
By the way, our friend Bill McCaslin says he loves the podcast, and don't forget to check out all the other shared universe podcasts like this one. They're all great.
They are all.
Thank you, Bill, and quite agreed. Podcasts like American Losers doing it. I always screw up the order, but comics
on cannabis, right?
Comics on cannabis.
Yep.
And there's also comics, craft brew, comics and craft brews. Yeah, I think it's comics and craft brews. I always screw up the order, but the guys are really funny, and they watch basically cartoons from all times, and like actually KP's been on that one too. They were watching Captain Planet.
Oh, nice. And our friends over at Point Blank, of course.
Of course, yes.
They're the best.
Mr. John Ross Kokoza, Mo Youssef, Todd, not Frazier. Wait, what is Todd? It's not Frazier, is it? God, I'm going blank. No, Sully Sullivan.
Yes, correct. Sorry, I didn't come up with it quicker because my mind was on Todd Latour, the lead singer of Queensryche. That's where my mind went. I don't know.
There we go. Yep. Or Big Head Todd and the Monsters. No.
Oh yeah, I remember that band. That was in the 90s or something, weren't they?
Yeah, I believe they were like early mid 90s.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. In fact, I remember one of the Mystery Science theater jokes on the incredibly strange creatures that stopped living and became mixed up zombies. The one's like, it's Big Head Todd and the Monsters.
Yeah.
Where the people turned into these like zombie things with big heads. But anyway, I'm
with you.
Let's see. What's another Jersey fruit? Well, it's something that was abundant in New Jersey many years ago, and it basically started an industry.
Strawberries.
No.
No. A type of melon?
No, not melon.
No. It's not bananas, is it? Can't be.
Oh, no. Yeah, we do not have to. I don't know. Eventually, if this weather guy keeps up the right weather for bananas.
Yeah, then we might be,
Bananas and pineapples and like
Costa Rica is in second place to New Jersey. I don't know. Just tell me again.
Apples.
Apple, the most obvious one, right?
Well,
but I don't know how I didn't think of that.
Back in like colonial days and pre-colonial days, apples were, they were everywhere. They were plentiful. But here's the thing: they were small and they weren't really eaten.
Oh.
The type of apples that were
being grown,
available.
Right? Yep. Right.
Well, here comes a guy from Scotland, from County Fife, Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
His name or his last name is Laird.
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 Okay.
Do you know that name, Laird?
It sounds so familiar, but I don't know. I can't place it.
Well, here's the thing. Mr. Laird was he was a Scottish distiller fleeing religious persecution over in Scotland. So here he comes. He arrives in Monmouth, New Jersey in 1678.
Mm-hmm.
And in the last 340 years or so, the family's moved only about a half mile from where they started. These lairds, being that they had this trade back in Scotland that they could do, they began distilling apple spirits.
Oh,
with
there was alcohol in it?
Oh yeah, alcohol. Yes. So they began distilling, and basically what it was turned into was basically an apple brandy. But here's the thing that was a common thing back then too. What people would make. What's that Kellogg cereal with apple in it? What is that called?
Apple Jacks.
Yes, Apple Jacks. Well, there was a drink called Applejack that the colonists actually preferred drinking over, some of the other things that were available at the time. So, what Applejack was, they would take the apple mash and the water, and actually they would freeze it. It's a process called freeze distillation.
Okay.
Or another word for it, jacking. Don't go there.
Thank God that didn't stick.
Yeah, it's like I'll put a stop to that one right there. If anyone has a mind out there, yes, no, not that type. No, this is the freeze distillation version of jacking.
Oh my God.
So what they would do is they would freeze distill it, and then what would happen is, and they would keep refreezing it. It's like it would it would thaw, refreeze it, thaw, refreeze it, and it had a very if you want to say back then, it was a very harsh style of taste, and it became known as Jersey Lightning, or some of the other names. These are great.
Grease Lightning.
The slug of bluefish quills.
Oh,
horn of gunpowder. Essence of lockjaw.
Sounds like a Norwegian menu.
Yeah, or corpse reviver.
Oh God, corpse reviver. That is going to be my next death metal band. Nobody steal that. I'm going to patent that right now. Oh my God.
So basically, what was really being created was, from that distilling process, was an apple brandy. They called it Applejack, but these Scottish distillers had a better way of doing this process, given their background. So actually, the lairds would actually they became the official distributors, like official distributors of the 1912 Olympics. No, they were the distributors of the American Revolution for this drink. George Washington loved it so much, he actually asked Robert Laird about, hey, how do I make this? I got a lot of apple crop down in Mount Vernon. I'd like to turn it into spirits too.
Right.
So they actually, I guess, showed Washington, and they showed about building staves to store the apple brandy at his Mount Vernon location. So now, the apple brandy that the Lairds made became more and more popular. And so, what happened was, well, there were no distilleries per se in America or the United States or pre-United States at the time. So, well, the Lairds actually opened the first distillery.
Huh.
And here's the weird thing. They opened the first distillery, but they also opened the first commercial distillery. So they got their license. The first bill of sale from their distillery was in 1780.
Okay.
But apparently they had already been distilling stuff for years before. Like from when they actually arrived in Monmouth County and built their first still.
Huh.
And where they actually built their first still, or the first, major still that became where they started producing the first legal sale, was, ever hear of the Colt's Neck Inn?
The Colt's Neck Inn, yes, I have heard of it. I forgot where it is, but I've heard of it, yes.
Well, the Lairds operated the Colt's Neck Inn, which, for those not aware, is a stagecoach, was a stagecoach stop on the New York-Philadelphia route that people would take around 1770. So what they did is, behind the Colt's Neck Inn is where their distillery was then set up, and then they got the license and started the legal distilling in 1780.
Huh. Long time ago.
Yeah. So actually, Robert actually joined the Continental Army with his brother Richard, and actually, as I said, they became, besides soldiers, they were also the ones that supplied the troops with Applejack.
Applejack. I just can't think of the cereal without,
I know.
You saying that word.
And their Uncle Moses actually served as a guide to Washington, and then later hosted the president in the Laird family home for dinner.
Huh.
It's like, nice apparently, Washington didn't sleep there, but he ate there.
Okay.
So like all those places where it's like Washington slept here. Well, this is a place that Washington, he didn't sleep, but
he had a bite to eat.
He ate there.
Can be just as important.
Now, here's another thing with the Lairds. In the 1800s, there were horse racing, going on in the United States, and there was a horse called Fashion that in 1842 set a world record in the North-South race, which was the big horse race at the time. Well, Fashion was trained by Robert Laird's son, Samuel, and jockeyed by Samuel's nephew, Joseph. So, one of the historians of the Lairds was saying she was considered the best mare ever bred in the United States. And her great-grandfather, the jockey, was considered the greatest jockey of the North. Well, here's the thing. Fashion went on to breed racehorses. She was such a great mare. They bred her. And a couple of her descendants, you might have heard of them. Let's see. One of them was American Pharaoh. Wasn't that the one that last hit the Triple Crown?
I know American Pharaoh.
But I'm trying to remember. That's a more recent horse. But ever hear of this horse called Secretariat?
Oh, absolutely. There was a movie.
Yeah, that was a descendant of Fashion as well. But here's the strange thing. There was another mare that Fashion had. They called that one Fashion.
They called the horse Fashion.
Yes, they called now the little mare now.
Yes,
Fashion.
The little mare. Right.
So they kind of changed the name of the original mare to Old Fashioned. Now, here's the strange thing. These distillers basically owning and racing a horse, and they have this horse, and now they called her the Old Fashioned. Oh, wait a second. The emergence of the Old Fashioned cocktail was first in print all of a sudden in the 1840s. So, strange coincidence, isn't it?
Very strange.
So, here's the bad thing. In 1849, there was a fire that destroyed a lot of the family records. So they don't know if exactly the Old Fashioned was first brought on by the Lairds using their Applejack, apple brandy, or not. But this is the story of the possible origin of the Old Fashioned. Which I had actually the other day.
Really,
for the first time in a long time.
Incredible. That I'm like, I never knew this.
I never knew this. Yeah. That it's like, wait a second. But here's another thing with Laird. There's Applejack. There's also blended Applejack. So blended the straight Applejack was the brandy. Mm-hmm. But then they actually made a new category. They blended other things with their Applejack, and they created a thing. You started seeing, malt Scotch, blended Scotch. Well, this is they made that from the original Applejack and blended more things with it to actually make a new spirit. If you don't want straight apple brandy, you could actually get the blended Applejack, which is basically like a whiskey.
Okay.
Or malt Scotch. So in 1972, they actually started making this blended Applejack as a spirit with 20% of their apple brandy and 80% of neutral grain spirits. And then the actual content went up to 35% of the apple brandy. Because what was going on at the time was people were going away a little bit from the straight brown spirits, as they're called. So they decided, okay, we're going to use our stuff and make something else out of it. Now another thing that affected the Lairds too was, well, what was that called? The Prohibition. Yeah.
Yes.
They survived Prohibition, making other things with their apples, such as
pies.
What's that?
I said pies, but go on.
Well, it's possible pies, but they made applesauce, and what was the other thing that I found that they made? Well, they made like regular cider, so not the non-alcoholic version. So apple cider and applesauce, Laird's applesauce, came from Prohibition.
Oh God!
So the Laird's company is still in business today. This is a United States company, but the actual distillery is post, United States. It was 1780, but they're still in business today. You can get their now straight Applejack 86 proof, aged for a minimum of 3 years in bourbon barrels. Or you could get the straight apple brandy. They make 3 of them. They have the unaged Jersey Lightning, the 7.5-year-old apple brandy, and the rare 12-year-old apple brandy. So they're still a family business. And a few years ago, they crushed 7,000 pounds of apples to distill and make their brandy, and the blended spirits.
Have you ever had it?
I have not actually had Applejack nor apple brandy. Like, are you a brandy drinker or?
Not really, no. But she's a fine girl. But
Well, she'd be a good wife. But
yeah.
I know about your life and your love and your lady. It's the sea.
I have tasted it. Apple. That's very good. The addendum there. I have tasted it. It's just not for me. Like brandy, scotch. I never caught on to it, or gin for that matter. I'm a vodka drinker.
Some of those spirits I'm not as big on, but I have yet to try the apple. I've had like other spirits, like you said, like I've had like bourbon and scotch, and some of them can be a little harsh going down.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Some of them smoother than others. But
right.
yeah, I have yet to try the apple red, but I'm curious. I wonder if there's a place I could actually try without having to get a large jug of it.
Mm-hmm.
But Pete, you got a game for us today?
I most certainly do. All right. Here we go. This is what's going to happen, right?
All right.
We are, because of the summer and these families, dragging their kids in the cart in the back to the boardwalk and the beaches of New Jersey, which they're there in droves, right? Now,
oh yeah,
they got to go up and eat sometime on that boardwalk, and I think you will agree that some of the New Jersey boardwalk food can be out of this world. Like some of the best pizza I've ever had was on the boardwalk.
Yeah, but well, actually, remember when we went for a shared universe and we went to the place? Well, it's technically right off the boardwalk over there in Asbury Park.
That's correct.
Oh my God, the pizza was incredible.
It was amazing. Yeah, but yeah. So what we're gonna do is, NewJersey.com recently named their top 50 favorite boardwalk restaurants. Right.
Okay.
So I culled these. 9 of the top 10 are from the top 10, and then the other one landed in the top 15 there. So
okay,
these are all the top places. But this is a game. Now what's going to happen is I am going to give you $25. Now here's the thing: you are going to guess the price of their most popular item, or what NewJersey.com chose as their favorite item on the menu.
Okay.
And I am going to, for every amount that you're wrong, I'm going to deduct. Now, do you think for a top 10, is 25 enough money for you? Or
I don't know, but we'll try.
All right. So you can only be off by what would you say, 50 cents, or do you want to go to $1 to get it right?
Oh, to get it right. Oh, to be in the ballpark, basically.
Yeah. And I'll allow you 3 guesses.
Well, let's not do it a full dollar. Let's make it more difficult. 99 cents.
You have to be within 99 cents.
The pain in the ass price that most things are at a grocery store or wherever you go. Everything's whatever 99. So you see the first number and think, oh, it's only $5. 99. Right. So basically, it's 6.
That's true. You got a great point there. So wait, so you're allowed to be within how much? 99
cents. So like, okay. if I said $5.99, and it was $5, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So try to keep financial. Everyone at home, get your pencils out.
Get your abacuses out.
Get your abacus. Go look at the sun. Figure out. I don't know what time it is. And why isn't this podcast over? Just kidding. All right, here we go. Let's start. All right. The sausage sandwich at Donato's Clam Bar in Seaside Heights. After I read this entire list, man, I'm going to be like gutting my car down the street to get some.
Yeah, I was going to say, food. It's like, okay, after this, I think I'm going to eat.
Yep. All right, so guess the price of the sausage sandwich at Donato's Clam Bar in Seaside Heights.
Okay, Donato's sausage sandwich, Seaside Heights.
I hear all those typing in the background. Just kidding. Clack. Hold on, Pete. I've got another call. I want to order a sausage.
I'm gonna say sausage sandwich. On Boardwalk. But where is the thing located in
Seaside Heights.
Seaside? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so Seaside isn't necessarily the upscale boardwalk.
No.
So I'm gonna say
I don't think you should get 3 guesses either. By the way, it should be
no,
either
no.
1 or 2.
Okay,
2?
I'm gonna say $13.99.
Okay. Yeah, your 25 is going to go up real quick now. You guessed $13.99. Is that correct?
Yes, I did.
All right. Listen, the real. Oh no. Do you want another guess? Let's give you another guess. But I think for the sake of the game, I may need to take your first guess as the deduction.
Yeah, no. Let's. Okay, if I'm wrong, I'll say $11.99.
Okay. Now listen.
But let's see what.
Do you want the? Let's tell you what. I'm going to take your.
Wait. Where's the little card so you can pull the thing up? Actual retail price.
I know. Now you said $11.99, right?
Well, my first one was $13.99.
No, I know, but your second guess. Well,
second guess is $11.99
because you're just getting whatever your training wheels on. I'm going to give the first one to you as a $3.99 deduction.
Okay.
Because
how much is
it's $8?
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, now I took the prices from 1956. No, kidding. No.
Okay.
I tried my best to get the most current prices. So, like, please, if you were just online at Donatos and you had, your earbuds in listening to our podcast, which is about as likely as Nick and I both winning the Mega Millions. Don't be like, writing us like, hey, it's 825. What are you talking about? Anyway, let's move on. OC Gelato in Ocean City, right?
Ooh.
Now,
gelato.
Do you want to guess the size of their gelato in a regular size or a large size?
Let's go with the regular.
Go with the regular. Okay.
Go with
what
the
do
regular.
You think it is?
I'm gonna say $3.99.
Okay, not bad. Now, do you want a second guess? You're wrong.
Okay.
Want me to tell you higher or lower?
No, it's okay. I'll say $2.99 for my second guess on regular.
No, I'm afraid not. It's $5.69.
Oh, well, okay. The $4.99 though is actually close. It's within the 99 cents.
But the first guess I thought was $2.99, or did I mishear you?
No, that was the second guess.
Oh.
Oh wait. No, you said 5. Oh no, my first one was $3.99. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm off by over $1.
That's no problem. Okay, yeah, you have to get within 99 cents, so no worries. Now, let's move on, please. Lobster roll at Quincy's in Wildwood.
Oh, geez. Lobster roll at Quincy. Like, was this place started by Jack Klugman or?
It was, yes. In The Odd Couple, actually, you could see him eating a lobster roll from Quincy's.
Yeah, with the sauce running down his shirt, as Oscar Madison.
This is the best lobster roll I ever had.
Felix, you gotta try this lobster roll. All right. I'm gonna go with oh geez. I'm gonna say an even $12.
Okay. Obviously, you're getting your lobster roll from some black market where they're giving you crawfish instead of lobster. It's
I'm sure.
Do you want another guess or no?
No, this is probably going to blow a bunch of the money here. So, because here's the thing. I don't eat lobster roll.
Yeah, of course. So you wouldn't know.
Right. So,
let me tell you the price.
No? What is the price?
$17.99.
Okay, so
you guessed $12.99, didn't you?
Yes. $5.99 off. So, ouch.
Not to worry. You're doing really great right now. How about D'Annunzio's Brick Oven Pizza? Their personal pie. Oh, this is very strange. I did not write down where they are, but I'm going to find it. Personal pie at D'Annunzio's.
D'Annunzio. I thought you said for a second D'Annunzio, like that's like Pat D'Annunzio from the Smithereens.
D'Annunzio's Brick Oven Pizza, personal pie.
Okay.
In Sea Isle City, New Jersey.
Sea Isle City. Okay. Okay, so for a personal pie, going 11.
Hmm.
Do I have
Okay,
money
you're
left
off by
over?
$3.99. It's
Okay.
$14.99.
Okay.
That's okay. So now you're doing great. You're up to $15.67 of your money. How about a Greek salad at Bill's Gyro and Souvlaki in Atlantic City?
Oh God! Wait, an AC,
Mm-hmm.
a Greek salad, 14.
No, it's at a bargain $7.95.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I know for AC. I
Yeah, I
know
was
that,
gonna say.
but that's
That,
because they are next to the what the heck is it? Oh God, that triple X movie theater in on the main drag there outside of
oh
AC.
God!
AC. I forgot the name of it. Kidding. I don't know where they are, honestly. All right, should I move on?
Yeah. Do I have actually money left after that one?
Um, you said I said it was $7.95, and you said what 14?
Yeah, I
Am I
said
right on that?
14.
Okay,
Yeah, so six and change on that one. So
I think you
yeah,
might
and then
move.
being that I had 15 and change already off. Yeah, we're already in the 20s,
All right. Do you
low
want to just do
20s.
one more?
Okay.
All right. A soft shell crab sandwich at Park Seafood in Seaside Park.
Soft
Soft.
shell, the soft shell crab
You're like
sandwich.
Columbo, a soft shell crab sandwich park.
One more thing. Uh, I'm going $9,
All right. $15.99.
and and I'm out of money.
Now, Nick, if this was the real, like you said, the 1941 game, you would be killing it right now. Oh man.
Yeah, well,
Uh-huh.
you can tell some of the actual seafood delicacies I
Yeah, you're
wasn't
not
aware because I haven't like I've had soft shell crab before, but I haven't had a soft shell crab sandwich,
right.
and lobster roll I have yet to have.
Mm. Yeah, lobster
So
roll is very good. I had that up in Maine. It was delicious.
all I know about lobster roll is the place Cousins Maine lobster rolls or whatever.
They're awesome.
The
Shark
guys
Tank.
that start Shark Tank exactly.
The guys that started it.
Yeah, yeah with Barbara.
Oh yeah, Corcoran or Cochran,
Yeah,
whatever her name is.
so
Yes.
I'm out of money now.
I know.
No more boardwalk delicacies for me.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh well.
You did
But
great though.
some of those do sound really good. Like, what do you think you would hit if you went down there?
What, like food? You mean?
Yeah, which one would be more in your
The
wheelhouse?
lobster roll, believe it or not. I mean, yeah, I
Mm,
developed quite. I'm not a big lobster person, but I do
right,
like the lobster roll with a lot of butter and all that. And I mean,
gotcha.
and any of the stuff, the sausage sandwich, and I guess
Yeah, I'd probably go the sausage sandwich or the pizza, the personal pizza thing. Like because hell, I'm Italian. I bleed.
yeah.
If you cut me, it's that red stuff is not blood. That's
Mhm.
that's sauce or gravy, depending on who you're talking to.
Right. You know, the one place I have to give a shout out that's excellent that when I went to go see who was it at this I went to go see Quicksand at the Stone Pony,
Yeah.
and I had time for a quick bite to eat, but it was this it's the Mogo Korean Fusion Tacos in Asbury Park,
Oh, I've heard of
which
that one.
I'll have to
Yeah,
ask Ming, like, has he eaten there? I'm
I'm
100%
sure
sure
Ming has.
he
Yeah,
has, but like they are fantastic, and they were on the top 10 list. The tacos, they were phenomenal. So
yeah. Like I said, and the fact that I've heard of that one too. It's like, oh
yeah,
yeah, it's
excellent,
oh
really is.
okay. Now I'm gonna have
Yep.
to travel down. Well, I'll be traveling down that direction anyway
For
on
the
September
premiere.
4th for the premiere of Clerks 3
Yes, right.
with Kevin Smith and the gang.
That'll be exciting.
So yeah, that'll be very cool.
Yeah, my schedule didn't work out where I could get tickets because like one day I think the was on a Sunday, which I'm working.
Yeah, it's
So
the It's the Sunday right before Labor Day.
right. But I definitely do plan on seeing it, like AMC theaters, just to support the home
Oh
team. You
yeah.
know what I mean? Yep.
Well, yeah, I know they're doing those Fathom events So
Oh,
check that
okay.
out. It's
Yeah.
through the Fathom events. For if you can't make it to one of the premieres, like where the roadshow version, they will have the Fathom events version as well.
Excellent. I like that.
But if you enjoy us talking about lobster rolls and pizza, blueberries and applejack and jacking,
That was
no,
the name.
no,
That was the
no,
name of the Triple X Theater in Atlantic City. I
Applejack.
couldn't
No.
think of it. Jacking. Yeah.
But if you enjoy us, please like, subscribe, check out our Facebook page. If you also would like, we also do have a Twitter and Instagram, and but we just don't really use them. So
Yeah.
don't check them out yet. We'll work on that. But if you also would like to start your own pod, please visit Shared Universe, where Ming, Mike, Chris, Christian, CJ, they will all take care of you, and you will have your first pod up and going and be part of the Shared Universe family. And please check out some of, as Bill had mentioned before, please check out some of the other pods on the Shared Universe network, such as the ones we mentioned: American Loser, Stu in It, Comics on Cannabis, Comics and Craft Brew. Oh God, I'm so screwed
Like a
up.
tongue twister.
It's CCR, but it's not.
It's not Creedence
No,
Clearwater.
CCB. I'm sorry.
Oh.
But it's not not CCR. It's not Creedence Clearwater Revival.
No.
And the other great Ghosted with Chris and Paige, and
Yep.
The many other pods that have spawned.
Absolutely. Endless.
And if you want to see some great live music, please look up Wind Up Monkey Pox. I mean, Wind Up Monkey.
.com. Yep.
Yeah. .com.
Wind Up Monkey Band.
Wind Up Monkey Bands. Yeah, that's right.
Somebody
Wind
took
Up Monkey
the
Band.
other name. Wind Up Monkey Band.
Damn
Yep.
them.
No worries.
And anything you want to add, Pete? Any other things that you want to?
No, just want everyone to enjoy the rest of the summer, and Nick and I are going to regroup. I think we are going to do our damnedest, right, to have a guest. I think on either one of our sides. Soon.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for the next one that you and I are doing.
Yes.
Together.
Yes.
So,
we have a whole bunch of people that we've talked to, but it's just lining up the dates. It's been the problem.
Exactly. So that'll work out. But no,
and
everyone enjoy the summer.
And also just if you want something a little different too, if you like sitcoms, I'm part of another podcast called Sitcom My Face.
Yes,
check it out.
Which I've heard it's excellent.
Yeah, with JJ Bidwell, who I met setting the record for Jay and Silent Bob cosplayers, the Guinness World Record.
Congratulations.
Yes, yeah, thank you. But for What Exit Jersey Stories, I've been Nick Franco. Did I get the cadence right?
I think you did.
Oh, it's more like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, sorry.
I thought you were doing like a Christopher Walken there or something, with the delay. And I am Pete Riario.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Absolutely.
Bye-bye.
Good.